Altruism is an ethical system which claims that man has no right to exist for his own sake, that the sole justification of his existence is the service he renders to others, and that self-sacrifice is his cardinal basic virtue, value, and duty. Altruism regards man, in effect, as a sacrificial animal, and the word means specifically the placing of the interests of others above your own. Therefore, according to an altruist, no human being has any right to any value, nor to any existence or happiness of his own. He only has the right and duty to serve others. Therefore, altruism does regard men as sacrificial animals, as object of sacrifice for others. That is not a theory of benevolence for men. There can be no benevolence for men unless one recognizes man's basic right, basic moral and political right to exist for his own sake, neither sacrificing himself to others nor others to himself, which is precisely what altruism denies.
But wouldn't a person who is a full altruist have to give up his possessions even to someone who is better off than himself?
Well, you see, altruism cannot, in fact, be practiced consistently. A man who is a full altruist would have to find a cannibal village and offer himself as a meal, because that would be the only way in which he could make a total sacrifice for the sake of others, deriving nothing in return. A total altruist is in a contradiction every time he eats, because that morsel of food may be needed by someone else. Because the altruists get out of it by saying that, well, you should reserve for yourself only the minimum necessary in order to go on serving others. But that in itself is a contradiction. What is that minimum necessary? And the main issue is, why should it be that way? Why should the needs of others have a primacy over your own? This question, incidentally, has never been answered by any philosopher of ethics. And the sole base of altruism has always been mystical. Namely, the issue of self-sacrifice to others has to be taken on faith, because no rational justification for it has ever been offered and nor can it ever be offered.